Ashe, love angels, as we are gathered here for this fiery, delicious oration of all that is in the now. Are you deeply ready to understand? To understand the mutuality, individuality, the sacredness between the selves and the partner and partners when we encounter this lifetime, right? So let's dive into our beautiful message and maybe diving into my notes if you see me kind of off screen a little here. But yes, so first and foremost, I want to get some rooted energy in the room. Yes, you are safe here in this container here. I am Ishani Zemoto. This is an all signs lovers reading, and it is the first time I've done all signs, and it's something that my spirit guides had guided me to do. So I do have an assortment of runes here as well to choose from. 3 different decks that called out. Some of you may get some spiciness popping in, like erotic messages, if feeling like. Some not, if so. Choices, right? And otherwise, we're going to get started now. So thank you, spirit guides, ancestral creators, highest selves, for allowing us to come here in this moment to understand and understand and come to a deeper alignment with the soulful frequency of the self here. Ashe, may this message be of truth, be of remembrance, and be of high vibration vibes. So I will be pulling from, as I said, 3 different decks, and we'll be starting with Aries. Okay. So Aries energy here. Our main goal is to dive into that energetic frequency of love while coming to an understanding of activation, alignment, presence, resonance in this moment of romance and what we come to understand through the zodiac, through our roots, through our sacral, through our current relationship energy, what stands here. So, what does Aries need to raise their love energy today? Is the question of the moment, and we're finding out right now what is the current relationship energy and our emotional state of Aries. All right, Aries, what you got for us? What is the current relationship energy of Aries? Thank you, Spirit. The current relationship energy of Aries. And this is a very fiery time because we're not only on the first day and opening of the Chinese New Year, but we are also experiencing the solar eclipse happening in Antarctica at the moment. Okay, so here we are experiencing for our current relationship energy, okay, for Aries, a 5 of cups. So I'm sensing a sense of abandonment, okay. I am also sensing, okay, disappointment, okay. 3 cups are tipped over as 2 still lie upright, but the person here seems sorrowful, they seem very sorrowful. Very sorrowful is what I'm hearing, okay? And, this comes with a re-evaluated energy, okay? This is an energy where you want to truly choose to go within, figure out why these 3 cups had spilled over, right? What caused this outpouring? Okay, and it's so much. You know how you can see like a small spill, it just spills out and onto the floor, creating an even bigger puddle there, okay? So maybe in a big mess created here. Okay, I'm seeing Mars energy, maybe some aggression, passive aggression. Okay, I'm seeing that there's been a loss of something here for Aries. Okay. Scorpio energy. All right. What is it here? What is the lesson here for Aries in love for this season? Okay. We've had a few cards fall out. We'll take these are too many, so I'll take the one that's falling out by itself. Okay. So we are having an energy of welcome in. Thank you for stopping in for your views. And thank you for your like. We're having an energy of dissipating. Okay. So let's look into this particular frequency for Aries. As this comes from our chakra wisdom deck. Let's see what is happening here. So this chakra wisdom deck is an oracle guidebook. And I'm going to look into what your dissipating card offers here. Okay. So let's see. Dissipating is going along with the third chakra and the color yellow. Okay. Let's see here. Number 15 is significant. Alrighty, so dissipating here, canary yellow. So this may be a favorite color. You may have canary yellow jewelry, like to wear the color yellow, okay? Allow gentle flight to your thoughts. Canary yellow supports the creativity in daydreaming. Recognizing the difference between a daydream and a well thought out plan is key, as creativity must be freed from its cage. Okay? So, distinguishing between a dream and a well thought out plan, as these things can merge, right? As you come into these different steps in the creative process, your daydream becomes that creative work, right? It's me as a fashion designer thinking of this beautiful flowing gown, taking it to the paper element, drawing it out. Then next deciding if I'm going to drape or decide to pattern make it and then stitch it and then actually find a model on myself to place it on. This is from daydream into a visual conceptualization. Okay. So this is when it comes to love. Dare to dream, but know that there is something more here. Know that something has been lost. You still are a deep dreamer. Okay. There is still love. There's still more rainbows to come once your healing process has, I don't want to say dissipated, but has come to a precipice. Yeah. Okay. Canary, a pet bird, has wonderful ideas for action. A movie starring his owner, Mrs. Robertson. They frequently discuss the exciting plot with friends and family, but when they are given money to make the screenplay a reality, Canary and Mrs. Robertson choose to go on a cruise instead. For the rest of their lives, they talk about their great story and exist in fantasy, not reality. Beware of being imprisoned by the story you tell. Do you intend to do what you say? Okay, a personal inquiry here is a lack of planning. Okay, does it not indicate misfortune? Am I doing what I say? Take action here. Stay in the contentment to dream. Stop making excuses. Procrastination is not allowed here. Okay, so that's very beautiful. I am more than I think I am is the beautiful mantra to take away with this card, Aries. I am more than I think I am. The great I am, right? So this is very beautiful where it talks about how, like, maybe in love you dream so deeply of, oh, this love one day will find me, but at times it seems to be fleeting. Have you found that love within self? That's the question I'm getting here. Have you found that love within self? Have you chosen to do that thing? Hey, they say to love yourself first before you love others. You know, your greatest compass and capacity is what you can give to yourself before you can even begin to output. The input is, what electrifies the output. So, yes, this is what I'm seeing and sensing for you, Aries, with dissipating here. Okay. Is there any additional energy? Okay. So, yes, I see that there's like even dreams deferred. So, it could be love dreams with deferred, where there's been a lot of hopes that you've had. Okay. Dissipating fantasies. A lot that you haven't explored, and this is in all of the realms: sensual, sexual, financial, passionate, your dreams. This is beautiful. Okay. Our next question here for Aries is, how are we going to raise the energy and or activate love? All right, Aries. Dissipating energy. Wow. Well, let's focus here on how we're going to activate and clear this. It's like, it's come to me when my friend says, see it for what it is. But don't we want to dream so much, so bad, so far, so deep? So it's like, man, let me dare to dream. All right. One card here to represent how we can heal, how we can approach this significant love dynamic for Aries. Okay, we got one card here. Oh. Okay, Aries, we have processing grief. See, I said there was a loss here. I did feel a sense of mourning, but and not that it's low vibration. It doesn't have to be an actual death. It could be a loss of a certain aspect of the self, right? But here we are processing grief. And the mantra here is, my losses prove how deeply I love. Hey there, how are you? Lovely to have your energy. My losses prove how deeply I love. Oh, I feel for you here, Aries. I feel so deeply for you here. But with the star energy that's coming up for this time that we have right now, um, we are here to understand that you possess all hope and deep illumination in this time to become exactly who you desire to be, this passionate, courageous, um, divine, beautiful being. Okay. It's safe to lead in love. But when you're leading in love, Aries, I'm sensing here that there needs to be a leading with clarity. Okay. A leading of the heart. So slow down and feel first. Impulsiveness could be what's causing this sense of grief and pessimistic. um I'm hearing ideation of what you're experiencing at the moment. Okay, so we have enough cards that we're going to leave each group to have their own. Okay, so next group, thank you, Aries, for your time. Thank you for your energy. Close out Aries as we prepare for the next energy. Taurus is up next. Alrighty, Taurus, we are here to find out, what does Taurus need to raise their love energy today? Ooh, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. If you don't know your sign, just go look up your birthday. Go up, a trusted astrologer stores and see what they have for you. So our first question for Taurus is, what is the current relationship energy for Taurus? Okay, that's what I need to know. So thank you, Spirit, for aligning us to this message. Message for Taurus. Ooh. All right, we have one face down. I may decide to keep it. So no. Maybe we'll put the book. All right. Too many cards, Spirit. Energy for Taurus here. Energy for Taurus. Because our earth sign Taurus needs to hear today. Okay. We have the world for you, Taurus. Taurus in current relationship energy is integration. The world. You're feeling accomplished relationally. You're seeing the bigger picture of all things combined, all timelines as they fold into completion. Okay. There is a soul fulfillment here. Okay. I'm hearing divine evolution and also a sense of belonging. Number 21 is present here. Tell me more about this card. Learning of things that are hidden. Okay, was a part of your integration process. Okay. Hidden in love of the self, the harmony of the polarity. What created this bigger picture? All right, let's get some energy on the chakra. Well, let's get one more card. Can we clarify a little bit more about the world here for relations? A little bit more about the world, okay? This is a very deep completion of all things that, like, imagine how the egg holds the key to all things. Like you see, that the egg come before the chicken, and then also how the egg is seen as like almost like the seed of the plant, how it's the beginning of life. Okay, it must incubate. It must. Okay, so I'm hearing like a deep healing and incubation process between you and your partner, or just yourself. This brought in a deep polaric harmony. Okay, and confirmation. Unified love here, Two of Cups. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this bottom card in the deck. Two of Cups is here, showing that there is a unified love existing. Okay. Mutual attraction. A deep divine connection, a joining of forces. I'm seeing black and white merging together, the yin and yang, a soul bondage or bonding. I don't want it to sound in a low vibrational sense, but this is a romantic, a sapiosexual, as well as divine love. Okay, so you, Taurus, are in divine union, coming to a deep completion, which is a healing precipice. Okay, we're going to leave that there and get into your chakra messages. Or do you want to get some love messages for? Okay, I'll grab one of these. So we're getting a sense of love energy for you. So let's dive into some erotic messages for you. We'll grab one from here and one from our other deck just to see what comes out and kind of like in what level. Too many cards, Spirit, that you and your lover are experiencing one another. I am seeing the Magician as one of the main energies of your relationship. Okay, the Magician, using all tools to achieve high level success in this high level soulmate union. Okay. One card, please. These are okay. Not too much, Spirit, okay? Taurus energy. And Taurus has a lot to do with sensuality and stabilizing and grounding. So let's see what we have here. And then we can find out more about this beautiful love energy dynamic. Okay, Taurus. Grounded earth. Got some cards coming up. So our card here that we have is Sagittarius. You may be in a partnership with the Sagittarius, and are a Sagittarius? I'm also seeing Gemini here, and a serial lover. Okay, so this means you're very committed. You're not someone who dibbles and dabbles with others. When you are in union, you are very divinely connected and experience telepathic, beautiful, what should we call it? Ecstasies when you are having encounters with those who you are deeply connected with. And this does not have to be just in a lover scenario, okay? Highly vibrational and deeply sensitive is what I'm seeing for you, Taurus, okay? Sensuality is a key word for you, and you should definitely be open to flow and to be in a state of receiving, releasing, and relieving pleasure. Okay, so that's what we have for those cards to match up. And then, is there a lesson here for Taurus? What chakra lesson is here for Taurus? Okay, any chakra messages? We have instinct here. I'm also seeing about, I wouldn't truly call it a three-headed wolf, but close enough. So let's get into this energy of instinct for Taurus. Okay. When we think of Taurus, we're thinking of, horns and power, right? So let's see here. We are looking at instinct and hmm. It is part of the seventh chakra, usually seen as a neutral or white chakra, page 70. So 7 could be a very delicious number for you. So let's see what instinct has to offer here. Page 70 with instinct. The wolf of white light. Okay. So this is the wolf of white light. This makes me feel that there is a little more healing that is taking place within this union. There is a guide inside us. The legend here is wolves climbs the treacherous rocks, his eyes always fixed on the high ground. During the time he prepared to be a guardian, his master trained him never to turn back. When we look back, we sap the energy we are to use in the future. His master said, wolf's defense in his instinct and his senses danger. Hence, wolf journey on and does not look back. Hence, wolf journeys on and does not look back or below for his enemies. He climbs unseen, for only those who seek a spiritual guide can see him. Your inspiration here is your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. Your personal inquiry here is, how can I master letting go and move on? Do I trust my inner guidance? Okay. Solitary journey are key ideas here. Spirit lies on the road ahead. Okay. Being led by spirit and following your instincts. Okay. So that's a pretty deep message there about the self instincts, right? What is it that you sense? Where are your defenses held? Okay. Where are you looking back, applying energy, reserving energy where it's not necessary for the proclamation of your divine union? Okay. That's what I'm sensing and seeing here. Let's grab you a healing mantra card to see what we can look into as far as the energy to attract your most highest outcome, okay, of this particular miracle message. All right, Spirit, give us our final message for Taurus. Final message for Taurus. What mantra for Taurus here? We got a few things trying to come out. Keep falling between my legs. That is hilarious. All right, Taurus. As we said, we want to keep you open to flow and pleasure. And then also, Taurus here, being able to connect with your senses fully. That way, your instincts can be at their highest, right? Touch, taste, presence, trusting the flow of love. Okay. You can activate by using the mantra I'm open to receiving love in abundance and delight. Okay. So, how to raise energy or activate love in this time is to embrace your worthiness, my love. Okay. So, you are going to repeat this mantra with me, Taurus. I feel worthiness, feeling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Okay. I feel worthiness, feeling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Okay. So, that is your beautiful divine love message. May that resonate as it may for you and your lover and what you are experiencing in this season. Okay? Yes. All right. Placing that lover's card back into the deck. Alrighty, we are moving on to Gemini, our air sign, communication cuties. Or curiosity kills the cat. I'm just kidding. But yes, let's dive into this delicious Gemini energy. Okay. And Geminis can be seen as playful, energetic, and jovial, but also very wise, right? Highly intelligent. So we are here to understand what does Gemini need to raise their love energy today. And we want to know what is the current relationship energy of Gemini. So let's dive into Gemini love energy. What is the current love energy of communicative Gemini here? Okay. We have a few cards dropping out early. All right. We have two cards dropping out. This is beautiful. Wow, what a union to come at play so early on the stage here. So let me show you. We have the King and Queen of Swords who have dropped in to assert their dominance and intelligence, right? They're swift and just. I'm also seeing that we have Libra, okay, and Aquarius energy here, and the energy of air. And the energy of air. So with this here, I'm seeing that you are in a beautiful union where there are clear boundaries, high standards. That's right. Criticisms that may be taken constructively. Mhm. I'm 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 hearing very healed. Where there is not only an intellectual power, but I'm hearing two sexual powers. Powers, I guess you can call it. Very deep and sexy. Okay. This is a A union where communication comes first. Yes, where the head is over the heart, baby. And the heart might even be worn on the sleeve here and there sometimes. Very logical, direct, but very much divine, wise, illuminating, emotional. I'm hearing high level. I'm hearing all you've ever wanted. Okay. This is deep. Let's get into your chakra cards because this is the energy of your relationship. So, what is the lesson here that's being learned within this beautiful union? Okay. Tell us, Spirit, what are these beautiful divine masculine and feminine women in this time? Divine masculine and divine feminine. What are we taking away in this moment? Alrighty, we have our first one here. It has fallen out. Let's capture it, and I'm going to grab my charger because my phone is about to die. Faith. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. Hold on one second. I appreciate your patience, my loves. Alrighty, dear Taurus, for our final message here, let's get into it. Our faith message, which we need, right? When we're in these beautiful connected unions and we're trying to understand and sense through what all is here for us, right? We're like, wow, look at how far I've come. I've come through this. The understanding that first I am bruised, I am, you know, a trauma of these earth trials. But I have faith, I have enlightenment, I have joy, I have abundance. I accept myself. I love myself. Okay? My self worth is out of this galaxy, right? So we come into these beautiful expansions of the self and we align with others who have been workaholics on the soul core frequency to find themselves. And then here we are, right? Here we are at this beautiful precipice of our healing era. And here we are in these beautiful encounters that only can find us at our highest. This is the joy of life, the bliss, with understanding where we are going and how we got there, right? Because you only can really appreciate it once you've really been through it. So our faith card here is representing a royal purple brick. I am more than I think I am. Okay. The legend here is that Peggy is terrified. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it is preventing her from moving forward. She cries out for help. The great spirits appear and tell her that she is holding a royal purple brick, thinking it is a wall. They encourage her to place the brick back in the path and ask her not to give up on life. Peggy lowers the brick to the ground and courageously steps forward. Her future lights up. The inspiration taken from here is what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you're experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. The personal inquiry to take away is, I have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? Okay. So you're allowing all of these beautiful qualities that we spoke of for the both of you, that you both encompass in this beautiful union to come to light. Gemini? This is too beautiful because these two cards represent the other signs of Gemini, of the other, two zodiacs here, which are Aquarius and also Libra. Okay? We have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius under the sign of Mercury, exercising intellect, thought movement, high level communication. Okay? And with this type of magnetism, are you allowing yourself to fully shine? This is with and without a union. Okay? We're seeing that there is the Empress here as well. Okay? Birthing a new world. Okay, these are guides holding things that can be granted once you're able to cross over what you believe could be a blockage. This is either for the both of you or for one of you. Okay, so thank you for your energy to understand what is happening here. And can we get a mantra card for this union? Okay, thank you. So we have two cards that have fallen out for the healing mantra. Okay, which also could be a great representation of how we also have two cards here. Okay. So, for one of you, we have healing heartbreak. My heart will love again. Okay, so maybe one of you are coming to a space of where does my heart feel safest now, right? Where is the safest place from my heart now? And can I fully allow you to do what it is that I do for me, which is love myself intimately, thoroughly, intellectually, physically, mentally, emotionally? All these at least. Allowing appreciation is also here. The value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. So appreciate this love, appreciate this clarity, appreciate this union, this truth, this power. Okay, heavy on the truth, this fairness that's bringing with Libra balancing the Queen of Swords, and with the King of Swords being balanced by Aquarius here. Okay. And you're here to understand, okay? To be deeply enthralled in all that has to be offered here. So let's see. You want to write a quick note. I'm sorry there. Having issues. Not really, but really. Okay. I'm not available. Okay, this is fine. I want to take down a few notes of what I'm seeing here. Okay. So we are about to move into our next deck for Cancer. But as we do that, I want to write down some cards. So we had Aries with the Five of Cups. Okay, dissipating. and processing for you. Okay, so we have some of our lovers who are truly embracing their worthiness, truly coming into a very beautiful space within the self, and some who are working through their understanding of their power, okay, which is very beautiful, okay, embracing worthiness. And then we have serial lover. Alrighty, so let's get into our next one here. Thank you for your energy. We will take and put these away. These out. Alrighty. These out. The world. Perfect. Goes here. Alrighty. Wow, this is so beautiful. King and Creative Swords. Thank you so much for your energy. Let me make sure I'm on the right. Okay, perfect. Thank you much for your energy. Gemini, we are now moving on to Cancer. All right. So, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What do we need to know right now, this present time, about your love energy and frequency? What is the current love energy of Cancer? All right. There's a few cards trying to come out there. I'm going to let one more drop. Current energy. Here we go. I'm turned over. Is the Ace of Swords. Okay. There is breakthrough here. There is a truth. Okay. A confirmation of all timelines collapsing into the now for, I'm seeing like a love to come through for you. Okay. Very heavy on the love, on the I meant to say air energy here. So I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius once again with our air sign. Okay. Just here to bring in a lot of deep energy of like new ideas, success. Okay. There's a focus and vision happening here. Okay. So within your union, there may be a lot of breakthroughs happening, new ideas, and the success element. Okay. Any additional cards to clear up energy for our for Cancer? Any additional cards? You get a little more clarification here on the Ace of Swords for the relationship, the current relationship of Cancer. Okay, current relationship of Cancer. I'm seeing the Eight of Cups here. Okay, with Pisces. I'm seeing the Eight of Cups here with Pisces. Okay. I'm seeing a sense of letting go happening here. Okay, so breakthroughs come from letting go, walking into the unknown, embracing new ideas, searching for truth, but in the process of that becoming the truth. Okay, there may have been a love situation where there have been some truths that you were left to sort out on your own. That can be very painful when, okay, there may be some gaslighting happening or half truths being told, right? Okay. So we see this person is a bit lingering with the cups, but also walking away. It made sense that these cups are some good cups, but the moon is still shining. There's still a path ahead of them, and there's a high mountain peak there as well. Okay, there's a search, a true deep search on this path that's happening, and um, when there's disappointments, I see that you're someone who just keeps moving forward. Okay, so with that, I'm seeing that you, Cancer, are in a space of walking away when it comes to love. So you may be ending something and coming into these insightful breakthroughs with the Ace of Swords here. Okay, these new ideas of self-care is what I'm hearing. Okay, a new sense of mental clarity and focus is here. Your vision is now in a tunnel vision mode. Okay, success is inevitable. Okay, that's what I'm sensing here for you. And this may be a singles pal. Okay, this may be someone in a fresh relationship after letting go. Once we clarify it, of what was no longer successful. Okay, what was no longer successful. So let's move into our chakra card for dear Cancer. All right. Our chakra energy for what is the lesson here for Cancer? What is the lesson here for Cancer? Okay, the lesson in love, the lesson in self-love, the lesson in soul love. That's what I'm hearing. Seeing some things want to come out. I'm seeing vanity. Okay, I am seeing vanity. One card, please. Too many. Vanity and trickery. These are some, things that may have happened to be a reason of why you're moving on, is what I'm sensing here. You were unfulfilled from your previous situation, which could also be considered your current situation that you're looking to move away from. Okay, sensing a need to let go because things are stale. I'm sensing and smelling like stale energy. Very stale energy. All right. I don't believe we're going to have a chakra card for this deck. Would you like me to look into a mantra? I'm saying that one falls out. Gossip. So yeah, it's been a lot of interesting cards for this particular deck. I would say more on the low vibrational energy side. So for our gossip card, we have I never met a person I didn't like. Charmaine is eccentric and kind. From her chartreuse greenhouse to her fascination with scarves, she is a topic of town gossip. After her death, the local people, sirens there, confirmation, the local people discover her incredibly detailed paintings of their town and realize she was an extraordinary artist who painted their lives with love. They feel sadness for never have really known her. Charmaine Chartreuse suggests that appreciating differences is key. This card is warning that you may lose a valued relationship if you do not appreciate what you have. Charmaine is about prejudice and misunderstanding. What am I resisting? Uniqueness of others, support of your own vision, lack of appreciation, and refocusing your life are key ideas. Okay? In this sense, we never know what someone may be going through, may be experiencing on their life journey, right? So this card is a reminder to keep positive thoughts, right? To keep your mind sane. Keep your thoughts positive. Stay out of gossip. Don't be the gossip or the gossiper. And just choosing to focus on what really makes you in this time, right? What really, like if you died today, What would people walk into your house, like Miss Charmaine, and see are things that you never shared with this world? Okay? So, in this new time of coming through with breakthroughs and truths and insights and ideas, with this great and grand mental clarity that has been provided to you during this eclipse season, grab it, grab hold, be bold, share what's there to be shared from the heart. Okay? Share it away and be who you dare to be. Dream who you dare to dream to be. Okay? All right, we're going to have a final card of mantra. Let's see what we got. I love this. I'm sensing a polaric collective visioning here. All right, one mantra card here for Cancer. One mantra card here for Cancer. That one. All right, liberating love. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. I allow myself to receive all of the fulfillment that I'm willing to give. And this, I feel, fulfillment goes really deeply with your Eight of Cups and feeling unfulfilled and like things are being let go of that need, that needs let going of. But it's like that liberated you, that brought you into this place of truth and knew everything, right? A new vision, a new heart set, a new mindset, which eventually leads to success in whatever way that you great success, right? But with that, yeah, it's very deep. And here to digest that you are here to give and receive at a various assortment of capacities, right? But what I'm sensing more deeply is here is that you are now in a space of seeking that which you have not been able to gain this lifetime. So it's like anything that doesn't align with this, even if it's like the sense of self-love, like partners that just don't even align with the sense of loving themselves as deeply, from the outward perception that you're having or from just of the projection of what comes from their actual external selves. So, I commend you for choosing to let go. I commend you for leaving. I commend you for choosing you. That I do. Okay. So that is our final card for Cancer. Thank you, Cancer. Hope to read again for you soon. That's your love message. Seems like one for the self. One for the self, but very deeply connecting to something that you may have needed to let go of. All right. So our next card here is going to be for Leo. We're almost halfway through. I may pause and then start the next 6 signs in about an hour just to have a little timer in between. All right, this is what we have come out. I'm gonna let it stay. It fell. If we need more clarification, I will seek from that. We are experiencing the Queen of Cups in this current love dynamic for Leo. Okay, we are sensing deeply the compassion. Okay, there's a compassion here that overflows. It's almost overwhelming how compassionate you are with your lover, with those whom you love, your friends, your family, animals. Okay, you have a very deep warmth. Like, it's like when you dive into the ocean and at first it feels really cold, right? But then you get in and you're like, Oh my gosh, it's so much warmer than I could have ever imagined, right? You have this deep oceanic warmth, okay? It comes from how emotionally intelligent you are, but also of you being, a water baby, with the Queen of Cups being represented here. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so yes, I'm seeing Cancer energy. Sensing an enlightened path. Okay, this is a love that is supportive, empathetic, okay, highly intuitive. It's like knowing exactly what your lover needs right before they're like, hey, babe, can you go grab me this or that? That you're like, I was already two thoughts ahead of you on that. Very deep telepathic communication is happening here, especially when you're in the flow and your energies are like doing this polaric dance. Okay, and with water being a very deep element here, especially with the ocean being so deeply a very huge part of this card, you are a healer. Okay, the water may be a place where you choose to retreat often, and yeah, or maybe a place that you and your lover loves to make love. I'm sensing also for this deck that we will be pulling more erotic love cards just because of the warmth that's represented here and how healing and in the flow you and your partner can be. So I have an uncomparable love deck, and we're going to be diving into a few messages for you, dear Leo. Fiery Leo. Well, I could have expected this would have come up for Leo. There I call the fieriest sign of the zodiac. One mantra card to represent the lesson here. The lesson here for Leo. What's here to be understood, dear Leo? Woo! They've been falling out today, y'all. All right. So, service. Ooh, which I can see that because Queen of Cups brings in this caring aspect. So you and your partner could be like like going to visit like the old folks homes and things like that, which is really cute. So let's get into this service card and see, because our yellow chakra cards at a glance show us that we are experiencing different things that have to do with that. But this looks a little more orange. Let me double check. Service is here. Service. Okay. I'm just going to get here instead. All right. Service is here with the orange cards. Okay. For the orange chakra, our sacred chakra. Here showing that we manifest through service. Okay. As the Queen of Cups. Okay. This card indicates a steadfast ability to stay the course emotionally, okay? So high emotional intellectual ability. And so from the heart space, you are like your electromagnetic activity that's conducted from your heart is like catastrophic in a good way, and create something sustainable and lasting. It can bring to light not seeing or valuing what you have. This card indicates a steadfast ability to stay the course emotionally and create something sustainable and lasting. It can also bring light to not seeing or valuing what you have. Okay? The legend here is that Honey Adams loved her three children very much and had a rewarding family life, though sometimes she regretted never finding a career outside the home. At the end of her life, she realized that this failure, quote unquote, was not a failure at all. She achieved something more important, passing on a legacy of service to her daughter, Franny. Being a mother is a great accomplishment. Okay, and the inspiration here is, are you seeing your life as it really is? Though we may wish things to be different, often we create just what we need. This is an opportunity to look at where you are today. Give up what you think you deserve and start being of service. I attract to you whatever you desire if you give up your desire. I attract to you whatever you desire. If you give up your desire, that sounds like God, right? Give up your desires. Comes more. How can I make the most of my present situation and what can I give? How does the idea of service inspire me? How can I make the most of my present situation and what can I give? The Queen of Cups is here to offer key ideas of a willingness to compromise your values, finding contentment, the joys of service, and precious memories through service, okay? And compassion. Alrighty, beautiful message, Queen of Cups, for this beautiful Leo message because we can see Leo so much as this is like for me seeing the opposite side of this ferocious, fiery lion through this eclipse season, where it's like, no, the lion is also considered warm, but also it's also highly intuitive. The lion can also be empathetic. Okay, this fiery energy can also be ferociously supportive. You know. So I get it. I love it. And I love how you put that shit together. You know what's up, Leo. You know just what's up. And service is going to be the key for you this season. Let's get your mantra card. Well, let's get some lovers card because you are a warm lover. So I'm just seeing like oozing with honey, just like dripping. So it's like I want to get into some of your lovers energy. So spirit, let's tap into some lovers energy for the Leo deck. I want to know what intuition lies here. Where's the warmth happening? Okay, that can just flow on out, honey. So there is a confidence that relies in this Leo energy, and generosity through service, and the joy from the compassion. Okay, I'm seeing two songs to make love to. So you may be a lover who loves to make love to songs. There's two here. I will sing them. One is Neo, and it's called Mira. So look it up if you haven't made love to it. Do so. Wink, wink. But add that to your list if you feel compelled. Disclaimer. All right. But yeah, so in the song Mira, Neo sings, baby, I love making love in front of the mirror. Mm. So that I can watch you enjoying me. Baby, tonight let's try in front of the mirror. All right, so go listen out to the rest. And then for the other song here, so y'all might be like one of them couples that be putting on y'all little polaric playlist mix for love making. But the other one was Beyonce Sleeping in T-shirt. And that one is that's a Destiny's Child song actually, it's not just Beyonce. So there's two parts. I'll start off with like a little bit of the verse and then go into the chorus. So Beyonce starts in and she's like, at night, when you're far and I'm alone, I feel the fabric from your t-shirt flow through my body. I can still hear your baritone in my ear telling me to take it slow. So she'll sing that and then they'll get into when you're not here, I sleep in your t-shirt. I wish you were here to take off your t-shirt. After we make love, I'll sleep in your t-shirt, wake up in your t-shirt, smell the scent of your cologne. All right, so that's where we get at with that one. Let's get into your mantra card, cause y'all some little lovebird baby. I'm hearing y'all be in the real flow, the stroke and go flow, baby. Might have to do a reader for y'all, Lady Leo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so we have two cards here. Polishing my heart. Polishing my heart has come out as the energy for Leo here. And then also, which has feeling is a power that helps me heal. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. And our next card is dissolving judgments. Okay? Dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love the journey. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. So this is, with your outward lens, viewing things that maybe wouldn't be very favorable for your journey, but you don't know these people's story from beginning to end, from birth to death. So it's like you have to really allow people to go through the things that they need to go through to get through in this lifetime. And that's just what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And then our next deck, which I will be taking a break after this because my babies are waking up. I try to do my readings while they sleep just to avoid coming on their time. Alrighty, so our last deck, and I'll relabel this message as 6 and then do the next 6, okay? So it's my sign, Virgo. Step on in Virgo energy. I got them oracle messages for you. Who we got flinging out of here? Okay. Let me see. We have Aries, Taurus. I'll be out in about 10 minutes, okay? I'll be out in 10 minutes. No problem. I'll be back. I'll be out in 10 minutes. Oh, gosh. Gotta feed them babies. All right. Come on. Alrighty now, beautiful Virgos. Let's get into these love messages. I am so excited to know what Spirit has in store for you, dear Virgo, where we are learning what the current love energy of Virgo is. Okay? What is it that needs to be taken away from this right now in this lifetime? So we have one card that has shown itself, and we have the Four of Wands. You may be seeing 1111. There is a sense of homecoming here. Okay? Maybe coming home to the self or coming home to all things that you made your 1111 wish on, right? Deep celebration, harmonic frequencies. I'm seeing a harmony within marriage and equilibrium, harmonic family dynamic. Okay? Friends who actually match your frequency. Reunions with your soul family. Okay? Intimate community. Gatherings of gratitude. Rooted, stable. Coming to a deep sense of fulfillment and belonging here. Okay? Aries energy here. I'm seeing 2 pillars. There is a lot of balance. And as we spoke, there's a lot of harmony. There's 4 wands, but there isn't a disbalance where there is, or should I say imbalance, 3 wands to one side. Okay? And 1 to the other. Or where there's, half a stick here. An equal yoke, it's just not present here. You are, Virgo, in a very deeply fulfilling union here. And if it's not with self, or you're desiring with someone, it's on the way. Okay, marriage is deeply planted in this card through the arc, through the 1111, through what has been fulfilled. Castle life. That's legacy, as well as the family fulfillment. Okay, somewhere where your family can all literally, how a castle holds, like it can hold not just the royal family, but the next, I don't want to say generation, but like aunts, uncles, the staff that needs to sleep in there. Like, this is a dream come true. You're living your dream come true right now, Virgo. Okay, you have community, you have friends, you have family, you have marriage. Like you have yourself, a homecoming to self. Okay? Like this is a deep fulfillment happening here. Let's get into your chakra cards and find out what lessons are Virgo taking away in this eclipse season. What lessons are Virgo taking away in this eclipse season? 111. 1111. Okay. 919. 91. 99. 1999. So you could be born 1999. Okay. Born September 19th. In the month of September. September 10th. And then once again, September 19th. Yeah, strong on the September 19th. One card, please, for chakra. One card, please, for chakra for Virgo. Yes, I can go into Lover's deck next. Okay. Manara. I'm seeing perseverance here for you, Virgo. One card for Virgo, please. Okay. We do have a card of impatience coming out. Let's see what the legend has for you, Virgo. Alrighty. Impatience is here. And we are looking at the number 50. So 5, the number of transformation, may be a very prominent number that you're seeing a lot. Could be a number that you wear. Okay. Page 50. Okay, now Virgo. So what we have here for impatience on this electric blue moon is that your desire to create may overpower the necessity of aligning with divine timing. The time to shine will come. Move with the energy and not in front of it. Being present has its own reward. This is very deep, okay? Because as a Virgo as well, this is something that I have been sensing as I'm like trying to grow my presence, trying to grow my visibility, try to do my big one and remain truthful to my soul calling. If I don't take care of it, it'll never happen. It's here underneath the impatience mindset of the electric blue moon, okay? And as we're under this solar eclipse, okay, you're here to be reminded that acceleration starts by being present of where you actually need to take action first, okay? Momentum is gained by your perseverance, by your will, by you having an actual plan to actually put momentum behind. Okay, there, Virgo? So I want you to definitely keep in mind that, like they always say, patience is key. Okay, so Ethan grows impatient, waiting for dawn. So he buys a used moon. Once it is in the sky, he steps back to see his handiwork. The moon will not stay in place unless he holds the cord. Sky God assures him that dawn will come when he lets go. But Ethan is fearful and grips onto the cord until he falls asleep and realizes it. When he awakens, dawn has come, and the radiant light in the sky is blocked only by his used moon. Inspiration to be taken from here is now is not the time to make a rushed decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you are hasty. Okay? Are you rushing something to come in? You know, we're in this tax season. Some of us are going to be getting back nice little IRS tax refunds. You know, use your monies properly. Don't be hasty in spending that. Some of us, and I've been there, done that when I've had poor spending habits. We'll have the money by the time February and March is gone. By the time May here, let's really work on not allowing money, ideas, and all these things. I say low vibrational things to burn a hole through our head, to burn a hole through our mind, to burn a hole through our mouth. You know, am I jumping the gun? Is a personal inquiry here. If I'm honest with myself, am I forcing something? Is there a scarcity idea? A scarcity thinking happening here is part of the key idea. Are you being exhausted by your efforts? There is success to be found through patience. Okay, this is a truth. You can find success through patience. So this is very deep, very juicy. This fella created his own moon. Okay, he bought a used moon, and it didn't stay in place unless he held on to it, which is hilariously funny. Okay, when he finally releases it, when he falls asleep, it allows dawn to come through. Okay, so yes, let's get a few messages for your lovers 11-11 union. Give me the most understanding that I can gain from this uncomfortable deck regarding this beautiful union, please. And then we will move into the mantra card for Virgo. And this is where we will be taking a momentary pause for the rest of the readings. I'm still debating internally if I want to just pause my life for a moment, meaning um, choosing to put this on mute and walk away for a moment, or it should be about 3 to 5 minutes, or just going ahead and okay, I'll keep these here. I love you, 11-11, Four of Wands. Okay. Divinity reaching, rooted back shots. This is a back shots and divine positioning of the arch where your partner is just able to divinely tear that ass up. Okay. Holding hands while we fuck. Okay. These all came out for you, Virgo. This is a deep emotional connection and bond, physical as well. Okay, I'm seeing a merging of the chi energy through the palms as y'all make love. Okay, and this surges through the body. Pisces here. You may be in union with Pisces and or be a Pisces. This is conscious sexy time where you're not just letting it off whenever you and your partner are indefinitely not setting a time for it, definitely still getting the flow, but choosing to be in it to allow your encounters to be in purity and in consciousness. Okay, laughs of bliss while we fuck. Okay, so this is just a lot of conscious sex energy coming through. Okay, 5D sex energy, not that 3D lustful shit. And I mean, need I say more? This is the deck's name, Uncomfortable Love. And this card is here to confirm that this is exactly what you are experiencing right now, Virgo, in your fiery love aspect. Okay? Let's get into your mantra. What is it that beautiful Virgo can use to activate love in this moment regarding this beautiful oracle message? Okay, I'm seeing overcoming fear. So maybe there's some fears that may be coming along. Okay, and expressing free will. My choices determine how brightly I shine. My choice to be patient. Okay, imagine you putting out your projects too early and they don't get to shine and get all of the glory that they would have received had you waited a week, had you waited a month. Okay, overcoming fear is also here. I will transcend every loss. That's a beautiful. I'm going to use that this week. I will transcend every loss. So think that you have been impatient and things fall out of your grasp. Imagine you're like rushing to open something and it just all the contents just spill all over. What was the rush for? You know, and now you have to transmute and transcend past you choosing to be impatient and causing this loss or causing this discomfort to your energetic and our just, physical body. So just stay in this beautiful energy. Okay. This is the fiery per what else can we say about this energy? Is direct, it's passionate, and it's courageous. Okay. And it brings in your sense of belonging and homecoming. Okay, Virgo. So that is what I have for the first 6 signs. We will be diving into additional energy. Like, share, subscribe. I will timestamp this video. I think it's only my first timestamp video ever, which I will get into the swing of because I want to get into being more, what's the word, consistent, and allowing timestamps to take you all to where you need to be so that you're not wasting your time trying to view my videos. I want this to be somewhere where you can come what you need to get and keep getting what you need, and then head on out if that's what you want. Okay. So I love you, love you, love you. We did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Next will be Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And I can't wait. I'm gonna hop back on in about 10 minutes, guys. So bear with me here. I cannot wait. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for joining me live.